Alright guys, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is Oberlin Road. You know, I really like the aesthetic of this street so far. I have no idea what the house is going to look like, but I love the trees. It's got a certain warmth to it that I like, from the vegetation and all that, so I'm excited to see what the house is going to look like. There it is. Nice driveway. I like that, how you can come all the way up like this. Alright, this is 101 Oberlin. There's one house 2 doors down. Looks a little messy. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Just a little messy. But you see what I mean? Like, it's got a lot of nice trees on the street. Good vegetation. The houses look cute. Got a couple of palm trees at the front. 3 of them, 4 of them. You could really dress this up with some better landscaping. It just looks really naked. Shingles look like they've been relatively recently updated. A lot of the shingles have been, because the hurricane a few years ago gave everybody insurance money for that. But you could also park, again, like you could park an RV right here easily. It would be so nice. Great setup for that. The backyard's not nearly as big. It's gated. It's got a great big oak tree hanging over your house, which may be a concern for big storms, but it's very pretty. You can tell they've already trimmed a lot of the big branches off, but not a ton of privacy with this little chain link fence here, but a decent looking air conditioning unit. Not a lot of landscaping going on, just could use some privacy fencing or just hedges. Like, I planted these things called clusias. If you look them up, Clusia. I bulk order them for like 35 bucks a piece. They come like 5 feet tall, and in a year they're like 10 feet tall. They're amazing. It's like the most beautiful hedge ever. They grow so fast. But yeah, that's what you'd be looking out your front door. This house looks nicely cared for too. Same with that one. So here's the house. Looks like they put some upgrades into it to sell it, or maybe it was a rental for a while. I don't know, but you've got ceramic tile. You can really warm that up with an area rug. This could be a nice living room. Then you got your dining room. It's a nice layout. It's super easy to play along with. And you got beautiful countertops. I mean, I don't want to get too excited about countertops. I mean, you could do this for like $3,000 anywhere. Get new countertops installed. But it is nice. It looks good, and the layout's good. It's open. You can put some bar stools there, table. You got this, which they've finished off, and they've even added a secondary air conditioning unit, which is sweet if it works. Because this could be like a little rental dwelling, literally, with their own air conditioning unit. Kind of like we were talking about the other house. It smells a little bit like dogs in here. I'm thinking this is where they kept their dogs, but not a huge deal because it is tile and blocks. I mean, you could wash it. Laundry, some sort of water filtration system. It even has its own separate entrance here. See that? So it's handy. That little door, that little window goes to a bathroom, I think. But yeah, you could definitely do something with this little space. Just block this off right here. It's an ugly old door anyway. Look at how old this thing is. It's still in good shape, so slides easy. But yeah, decent looking laminate floors. Nice countertops, stainless steel appliances. You know, basic stainless steel appliances, but still. You can tell it's not brand new because like some of this trim is really beat up, but the bulk of it's in decent shape. Just some trim is a little smashed up here and there. Some of the grout's a little dirty. But you can fix that. You can go right over these tiles with new vinyl click floor. I do it all the time. And that saves you from ripping tile out, and it works really good. So there you go. You got a 4-piece bath at least instead of a 3. And it's a 3-bedroom already. In addition to having that bonus room in the back. Little linen closet. Other nice size, like these are good size bedrooms. Like you could easily fit 2 bunk beds, bunk bed, you know, dresser in the middle. You could fit 4 kids in there easily. This one here could have, you know, a second queen bed, so that like you could have all the kids in there and then have like a second adult guest room for if your parents are visiting. Yeah, that's the living room, kitchen. And then down here would be like the master suite, where you guys would have your bedroom. It's good to have some separation from where the kids are. A lot of these Florida houses have that. So like you have a glass of wine, you know, things are getting a little heated. There's quite a bit of space between where your parents and your kids are sleeping versus where you're sleeping, if you know what I'm saying. And if you don't know what I'm saying, well then there's no hope for you. Anyway, you got a nice bathroom here for the 2 of you. I mean, anybody can access it. So it's not a perfectly private ensuite, but I mean, it's down in your neck of the woods. So, and some of the grout's kind of dirty. So like, obviously it's been lived in for a while. You know what I mean? So again, go over these floors, clean the grout. I don't know. And you got a really old window, but you don't have to upgrade it. But honestly, I would just block this thing in and turn this into like some shelves or something. I don't even know why it's still in there. It's really just super neutral gray paint. You could dress it up with some nicer paint. This has got that same countertop from the kitchen. Yeah, you could dress it up pretty easy. And this house does not have a garage, which you may or may not care about, but this also comes straight off. Okay, you got easy access anyway. You come home late, date night, come in the house. Right there, it's your bedroom. And then, as I said, you got kids and parents or whoever else all the way over here. Now, you wouldn't have to do it that way. You could do like 2 twin beds and 2 twin beds. I just like the versatility of having a lot of people to be able to rent. So you could fit 4 kids in there, and then you could have 2 adult rooms, because what if they don't have kids and you got 2 sets of adults? They're going to want to have an adult room here, an adult room there. But if they do have kids, you can fit them all in there, you know? So that just gives you a lot of versatility. If you guys aren't here and we're going to rent it out to someone else, and then that could be part of the rental, or we could do something cool with that. Either way though, you're going to want to spend some money in the backyard, do some landscaping, because you have to you got to have the mindset of making this place, you're selling the experience, right? It's like the old saying, I don't know if you ever heard it, you want to sell the sizzle, not the steak. Okay? You want to sell the lifestyle, the experience. You want them to be able to picture themselves laughing, having beers with their friends, a glass of wine, the kids playing, grilling, having a campfire, sitting under the beautiful lights, you know, nice palm trees around. You got to paint that picture. I'm just locking all the doors in case you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. If you don't do that, then your house is just another ordinary house. So no matter what, I think that needs to be something that you guys have some budget set aside to really make the house, whatever house it is, have that unique selling feature that makes people go, hey man, I know there's like 6 houses we could pick from, but I want that one because look at that patio. I just want to sit on that patio. And I can just totally picture having so much fun out there for the week. Or look at that nice golf cart it comes with, or look how close it is to the beach or the park or whatever. And those are the things people are going to say to each other. So we want to make sure we're hitting those hot buttons. And no matter what, guys, whether you want to do it yourselves when you're here, if you want to have us do it, we can do it for you too when you're not here. And get things ready, and we can get you quotes and everything. So it's pretty easy for us to do. We do it all the time. So anyway, off to the next.